So I just got done doing an interview for a telesummit that I was invited to. And I realized we were talking about an element to the conscious and spiritual process that does not get talked about enough, in my opinion. In this world where the focus is on manifestation, conscious creation, thoughts become things, create your own reality. It has thus far been very, very focused on those things. And, the joy that we have when we do intentionally focus our energy and practice vibrations in such a way where, you're actually allowing in some pretty cool things into your experience. But the thing that matters the most about this, and the good news, there's good news here. This is largely why your negative thoughts and your negative emotions are actually a really important part of the conscious creation process. When a lot of teachers tell you that it's not, just think positive all the time, right? Like that's even possible in today's world. The most important thing is not what you're creating, it's who you're becoming as you are engaging in your life more consciously and intentionally. And I mean, that's what conscious creation is. It's not manifesting a private jet or, $1 million income. Those are nice, I'm sure, but it's about who you're becoming in the process. It's about aligning with the highest version of yourself and the next highest version and the most authentic and full version of yourself. And by full, I mean the part of you, the version of you rather, that loves when you're sad, mad, the worst expression of yourself, bad mood, you mess up, you fail, whatever, as equally as you do when you're killing it, when you're doing things really, really well. We want the fullness of the human experience as a spiritual being. And you can't get that without having negative emotions, negative thoughts, negative experiences. And we were talking about this in the context of today's world where it is nutso. It is insane. It is hard. We were not built for this. Even those of us who are really good at focusing and managing our energy and teach it for a living, we're not built for it. It's not easy right now. We're being bombarded left and right by developments and atrocities. And holy shit, is this actually happening every 10 minutes of every day? And she was asking me on a global or collective level, how do you manage your vibration or practice alignment when it's at this level? And she was kind of speaking to how her role, because it's important to identify what that looks like or what that means for you. What role do you want to play in the contribution to the collective? It's not just one way. We need everybody. We need storytellers. We need teachers. We need people who do dip out and not pay attention and can just hold really good, really high vibrational space. And she was identifying that that's what her role is, and that, she feels more resourceful and able to show up when she pulls that off. So in other words, she doesn't watch the news. She doesn't really know what's going on politically, or actually she didn't say that. I don't know that for sure. Anyway, I was listening to that and I was like, God, that at one point in time kind of used to be me. And these days, that is not me. That is not me. And it's not to condemn one person or celebrate another person, depending how involved they are in politics or affecting positive change or stopping awful change in our world right now. It is to say that it's an awareness of who I've become. It's awareness of who you've become through all of the really hard, impossible, shitty situations that we've observed and experienced in our world over recent years and recent months. So I guess my main point here is to bring it down to the most important thing. Who am I becoming as I am showing up more consciously, more intentionally in this world, as I am answering that all-important question of who am I really? Or who do I want to be in relation to what I'm observing and what I'm experiencing? And what do I intend to do about that? There is no wrong answer. especially when you meet those questions consciously and from a place of alignment, and then take it forward. Keep the focus on who you're becoming. And then also remember, whatever your role is or whatever your answers to those questions are in any given moment or overall, it is a marathon, not a sprint. And I'm not just talking about today's current climate. I'm talking about life as a spiritual being having a very human experience. So recognize the ebb and flow. When you're in flow, be in flow, get out there, do your expressing and experiencing of who you really are, do your contributing, do your impacting. And then when you feel that ebb, which is usually marked by fatigue, exhaustion, overwhelm, stagnation, confusion, lack of clarity, etc., recognize that that is just simply an ebb, and therefore your indication to pull back, to rest, to restore your energy, take your attention off of whatever you feel completely incapable of interacting with or impacting, and recalibrate, because the next burst of flow is coming. And to the degree that you can honor that is the degree that your flow will be really good and impactful and satisfying and fulfilling, and you can thrive in that. But it's who you're becoming. Who am I becoming? Who do I want to be here? And yes, think positive. Yes, reach for higher thoughts. Manage your vibration accordingly. Get that sucker up there. And when you feel low, be with that too. Be with the sadness, the anger, the resentment, the overwhelm, because in those moments, they're also aiding to your becoming of who you are. It's going to suck in the moment. It doesn't feel good. It's really, really hard. But then when you rest, you make it just rest. You'll notice that when you get back out there, you get back at it, you are a different version of yourself. You have become that next highest, grandest version of yourself. So I hope that helps. I wanted to speak to that while it was fresh on my mind and while I look decent having just done a video interview. If you don't know who I am, my name is Nova Whiteman. I wrote a book about all this stuff, and I tried to include all of these big level concepts while also providing very practical, doable, within reach applications, like how to apply these concepts. And really at the core of it is like, yeah, strive to be those higher versions of yourself, but do it by embracing your human. So the book is called Awake and Aligned: How to Navigate the Human Experience as a Conscious Being. You can find it on Amazon. I would love for you to get a copy and tell me about your experience. All right, get back out there, go flow or ebb wherever you are in the process. But, ask yourself, who are you becoming?